Hi everyone, Intuitive Edge again. So I had a question come to me and I've been wondering this myself. And this is about Ruth Bader Ginsburg again. She allegedly was sighted at an airport and people are wondering, was that really her? There were some questions that people had, just the posture didn't look right and some other things. Now, I did do a video on whether she was still with us a few weeks ago, and the cards that came up indicated that she wasn't. However, I'm willing to be, if I got that wrong, I'd be willing to admit that. So I have an open mind. So I'm going to lay the cards out and see if that was her at the airport. There still hasn't been any positive, conclusive sightings of her yet, so I think the jury's still out on that. Sorry for the pun. Okay, so my questions that I have are, was she at the airport when the video was taken? Was the person we saw at the airport, was that Ruth Bader Ginsburg? And is she still alive? So I'm going to ask variations of those questions and see what we get. And we'll see what the cards say. I'll be right back. Okay, so I laid out some cards here. Let's see. The first question was, I asked, was RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, at the airport last week when the video was taken of somebody that looked like her? Was she at the airport at that time? And I got the Nine of Swords. This is the card of anxiety. This card generally comes up when there's stress, something going on that is causing horrific anxiety and stress. So question is, was she at the airport? And I've got a stress anxiety card. I don't think so. Was RBG the person we saw in the video clip? Got the Ten of Swords. This is a card of endings. These are things being final, being over. I mean, I would think that if she was alive and that was the person that we saw in the video, that we would get like the Ten of Cups, which is like a celebration. Yay, this is like endings. Things being over. The third question I just said, is she still alive? Now this one came up with the King of Swords. So all these cards were swords. This is the card of ambition. Now, again, I'm not totally convinced that she's still with us. I think there's some doubt, room for doubt there. I think the cards are indicating that as well. Again, this isn't about me. I don't like to be wrong. So if I'm wrong, I want to make it right. But I don't see that. I just don't see it that she's with us. I don't think that was her at the airport. But you know what? If if it turns out that was her, well, okay. But from what I see in the cards, I just don't see it. So anyway, that's what I get. I guess we'll see. Okay. All right, that's all for this one. Bye for now.